Good Friday morning. It is a little late on this update, but definitely a busy weather evening in store, it looks like, as heavy rain and the potential for severe weather definitely is coming into play here. First of all, we have a flood watch up. Flood watch will be from this afternoon at 4 p.m. until this midnight. And it says actually through late tonight. Slow moving storms could actually cause flash flooding. I definitely believe that's possible. So this definitely take a look at that. Here we are. This is Loudoun County right here. Underneath this green, the green is the flood watch that we're seeing in the area. Also, we're going to have to watch out for severe weather. So if we look at the overall categorical, like look here for severe weather, this shade of yellow, which includes us here in it's kind of harder to see once it gets yellow, but here's the Leesburg area here. That is definitely something we're going to have to watch out for. I think this severe threat could be enhanced even more areas. I would not be surprised to see tornado watches go up, maybe more like just east of us. But some of the latest models give me a little bit of concern that we're right on that edge where severe could be strong enough to get maybe even potentially a severe thunderstorm. We even have a marginal risk for tomorrow. There'll be a cold pull aloft. Today we have every type of risk. We could have wind and hail are actually two of the slight risk category. Winds, severe levels, hail, potentially severe levels, and then only about a 2% chance of a tornado threat, although, like I said, that may be just enough to get us into a watch criteria or just to our east. So that's kind of what's going on with that. Obviously, we have an excessive rainfall outlook here. We're definitely in the slight risk for that. We could get rain 1 to 2 inches, but if we get into a strong thunderstorm or multiple thunderstorms, it is possible that we could get through a lot. But right now, we're in clear conditions. This, by the way, is the weather app. This is called WeatherWise. Definitely recommend this application. It's free. And I really, really do like it. So let's look at the forecast for this afternoon and evening. So here's a short-term model we're looking at. This is just the noon update, although it starts a little bit earlier because the updates take several hours to run. So you see the time frame here is 1 p.m. and then it gets later. It looks like between 3 and 5 we could have our first set of maybe some showers and storms. It is possible that these will be strong to severe. Again, I would not be surprised to see our severe thunderstorm watch get posted sometime today. We'll definitely be watching that. I'll try to give updates. I'm going to be remote for part of this. This low pressure is a little bit interesting because at one point it was here, which means that the severe is more likely to the east because that's where they get the twisting. But with the low here and the warm front coming in, this gives me concern that there could be some rotating storms. We'll have to see. Hopefully that's not the case. Now you do see the low is jumping pretty fast to the east, so it moves through pretty quickly here. We'll have to see how that pans out. Then we do have more rain and showers and storms throughout the day and into the evening. This is way late tonight at 3 a.m. before the rain kind of goes out. We'll have to watch tomorrow, too, for spotty showers and maybe even a thunderstorm through the day, although maybe that risk is a little higher to our east. To me, tomorrow may be a nice day, other than the fact it'll be kind of breezy with winds. And then going into Sunday looks really, really nice, but breezy conditions as well until later in the day and into the evening. Also, definitely cooler. Highs tomorrow only around 70. Same with Sunday. Just to show you kind of the winds. Overall, the winds will increase, especially as that low comes through this evening. And, obviously we're getting thunderstorms. Of course, that could increase them quite a bit. But with that low coming through, you can see the wind gusts showing up here at 40, 50 mile per hour wind gusts. So even if we don't get a severe thunderstorm watch or we don't get a severe thunderstorm, it's very possible we're going to get a wind advisory at least for this afternoon and evening. Winds could get us up 40 to 50 miles per hour. Sometimes they're a little bit overdone as far as wind speeds. I don't think we'll get into a high wind situation. We may, but I would think a wind advisory would come out. So really breezy. All right. So today, while we're sunny, the few things you need to look at is clear your drains, clear at the pathways for the rain, and secure your trash cans or whatever else could blow around in the winds. It will stay breezy throughout the day tomorrow, as you can see, 25, 35 miles per hour winds. And even down the day on Sunday, as we get some, heating, we'll be in the 20s. But slowly that's going to just kind of fade off and the winds will die out. So that's what we're looking at in the short range. I'm going to quickly go through the long range, but that was probably the most important pieces of information. There is a flood watch in effect. Right now, the outlook for the amount of rain over the next 24 hours is between 1 and 2 inches, but we could see anything more easily, if we get a severe or thunderstorm or training thunderstorms. All right, long range outlook. I know that you're probably tired by this point, but I think it would be good just to kind of show you what the overall look for the pattern is over the next week. So we'll go through, this is just a preset, but we'll go over the actual country and we'll look at everything, not just the, our area. Go through the national map to see how Pivotal Weather works with their setup and their forecasts. I really do like Pivotal. Very affordable weather resource. I jumped ahead by moving the mouse over the thing. So here's that low coming through tonight. You see how these ice bars really pack together, so really breezy conditions, as I mentioned. We may see some wind advisories. This low really bombs out. That's what's bringing the cold air from Canada. I mean, nighttime lows are getting to the 40s this weekend. But don't fret, because as we go through late next week, we're going to see a return flow, meaning we're going to get this high over top of us. This is still nice on Monday, but it starts to move out to the east, and the winds are going to turn to the south. These are the ice, like the 500 millibar heights and stuff, and they're going to rise. Winds are going to move out of the southwest, and that means heat and humidity. So by mid and late next week, highs will be in the mid and upper 80s, finally warming those pools up. This is strong southwesterly winds. I don't say strong, but this is definitely a pump. This is a southeast high, so this is going to bring in summertime conditions as we head into next weekend for sure. So get ready for heat and humidity to return, and then maybe another disturbance Friday, Saturday, Sunday timeframe next weekend. I see this is showing up kind of consistently, so I'd say there is a chance. And no matter what, the GFS really does like trying to get something tropical going down in the Gulf of Mexico. Don't I know if that's going to come true or not, but it will be something to watch. This has just been persistent by them. Pretty strong contrast, too, with the cold up to the north and the warm down to the south. It could be interesting. I don't trust this by any means. However, it is something just to take note of because it has definitely been a persistent feature on the GFS that they're thinking some tropical moisture will be involved. All right, that's it. This has been a long forecast outlook. Stay alert today, so stay weather aware, and I'll try to update throughout the day. Thanks.